Mic check, 1 2 1 2. It's your boy, Mr. Scrilltown himself, with another episode of Welcome Scrilltown Talk. Uh, Supposed to be hooking up with Tavo from H Town. But in the meantime, we're just gonna go over some stuff. Shout out to Tavo, man. He got a lot going on, and I'm excited about doing this exclusive with him. But and like I said, in the meantime, we just gonna keep this thing moving. Um, so first things first, every week I give a shout out to somebody that's kind of show they love, they support uh, during my journey. This week it's about your boy Mondo. Big Mondo, man, what's going on? Shout out to Mondo Gutierrez, SM1 Management and Entertainment, right down there in Arlington, Texas, man. That's my boy. I met him last year. Ever since I met him, man, we chop it up. We used to chop it up a lot more, but we still chop it up once every couple of weeks, man. Just going over everything that's going on out here. Mono got an ear for talent. Shout out to Bon James Hard, Marcelo. I mean, the list goes on and on. Easy Mula, all them, man. He got a nice camp that's flowing through the down south, all the way from Mobile, Alabama, all the way on up to Texas. He got a lot going on. And SM1, they most definitely doing their thing. But yeah, Mondo, man, when it comes to support, I'll tell you that brother, man, as soon as we met, we start chopping it up. We kind of had a lot in common. We both from the old school. We both used to be rappers, and he's always been one to support. He was always one of the ones that be like, hey, Skrills, man, whatever you got. He was like, just tag me in it. He was like, if you want to promote something, tag me in it, bro. It don't matter what platform it was on. Because I met him through LinkedIn. But he's on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and all the rest of them. And anytime I have something, it ain't got to the point where when I forget to tag Mondo, he'll tag it himself. You know what I'm saying? So that's real love, and that's what it's all about, man. And like I said, shout out to Mondo, man. One love, because Mondo got a lot going on, and Mondo's one of those guys that if he put his mind to it, what I'm saying, then he can do it straight up. Like I tell him all the time, if he wanted to start his own thing and do his own thing, he could easily do it with no problems and be successful with it. So what I'm saying, shout out to Mondo, man, and shout out to SM1, man. They doing big things. But yeah, man, much love, Mondo, bro. Um, but I want to talk to y'all until we get Tave on the line about some of the things that I got going on this month of May. And I'm just gonna go down the list, man. If you ain't got you been saying yet, if you ain't downloaded it on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, you know what I'm saying? Y'all sleep. Y'all most definitely sleep. You've been saying featuring Rekka is a hot joint that's been re-released in April, and it's hitting the airwaves. You know what I'm saying? We're doing big numbers right now. It's only been out a month, not even a month actually. Already over 15,000 streams. We're doing real well. We're gonna continue to keep the movement going. Hopefully, in the future down the road, we're gonna try to throw a little video together. I got to get out there to Oregon. You know what I'm saying, and bless that. So we're gonna get out there and we're gonna have some fun and try to do a video. But yeah, and shout out to Rekka, man. She's doing big things out in Oregon. She got a lot going on. She got projects that she's working with and working on. She's doing features. Holler at her about the features. She got a real creative flow, unique look. You know what I'm saying? So she's doing big, and Rekka's one of them people that I'm gonna just keep it 100. When I shot her the sample of "You Been Saying," all I had on there was, Scrill Down them all. Go, 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 go. Yeah, Scrill Down them all. That's all I had, and she just ran with it. She straight ran with it. And it was like nothing to her. And she had that track back to me in probably less than a week. You know what I'm saying? And she's very talented. So shout out to Rekka. Like I said, you've been saying if you don't have it, go get it, download it. You know what I'm saying? Show us some love, all that all day. Let's see what we got on here. Let's see what we got. So shout out to Erisa Bean. She's on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? What she got? Jade X Justice. Shout out to Erisa Bean. What's cracking? Welcome to Scrilltown, Erisa Bean. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It might be Erisa, but shout out. Check her out. She on SoundCloud. Say Candy J Jones at SoundCloud. Check her out. But yeah, and then going on. So the next thing up is my mama. That's the re-release. It's coming out this Sunday, Mother's Day. It's a tribute to all the mothers, all the hardworking mothers out here. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. It tells a story about two fellas, one of them being me, and how my mother struggled not only to raise a man, but to raise a lady. She raised my sister. My step pops was locked up for most of my life, 25 years strong. Um, she had to work her tail off to get things done. Had 3 jobs. We lived in the hood, of course. We lived down in the projects. She had to grit and grind, you know what I'm saying, and still kept a level head and let us know that, just because it ain't where you from, it's where you at, So that joint's tight. And then, my boy, shout out to my boy TOG, because his verse is strong, it, excuse me, it's basically explaining how his mom got shot, during his childhood, how she got robbed, how she overcame all that, you know, um, and it's a deep, moving song. You know what I'm saying? It's deep, man. And if you haven't heard it, you need to check it out. It'll be back out. Like I said, it'll be out Mother's Day. Check out My Mama featuring Fetty Skrills and TOG. The picture on there is me and my all three of my mamas, my aunt, my grandma, and my mom, because they all were role models and mother figures to me. And so shout out to, not only rest in peace to my aunt and my grandmother. Shout out to my mom, of course, and happy Mother's Day in advance to all the mothers out here that's checking this out. Now we got Summertime Sugar. So Summertime Sugar, to me, I call it bubblegum pop. I like it. It's real catchy. It's a feel good song. Shout out to Becky Raisman out in South Carolina via Chicago. We hooked up. I did a contest last year where I was giving away distribution through Sony Orchard, and a lot of people doubted me. A lot of people said I didn't have it. They was, naysayers. You don't even have a clue. I used to look online and watch all the posts because I had it up on a group page, and they'd be like, "You ain't got this, you ain't got that." Well, anyway, either way it went, Becky got one of the slots. So she got that distribution through Sony for this single. And it goes hard, you know what I'm saying? And it's real catchy. So don't be surprised if you haven't already heard it, through the airways, because as of Sunday, it's already been played 600 times on digital radio through 5 or 6 different stations. She's already had interviews. She's had 5 magazine placements already in regard to the song. It's hot. Like I said, I can't wait till she gets done with the video, because I know that's just going to blow the song up even more. So shout out to Becky. And like I said, Summertime Sugar will be out June 1st. June 1st is when that comes out. Scrilltown MO presents Becky Raisman, Summertime Sugar. Now we got my boy Eric Lee, country sensation Eric Lee. Remember the name. Remember the name. Um, he does it all, man. Plays the guitar. He does a lot of live virtual concerts throughout the week, on week, every week. Him and his counterpart, they do a lot of stuff. He has just secured the first year of the deal. I mean, the first deal of the year through Scrilltown MO Management and Sony Orchard. He got a management and distribution deal locked up for 12 months. And that's how we work in. So right off the bat on Army's birthday, the U.S. Army's birthday, June 14th, Eric Lee presents 7 Miles. 7 Miles has done approximately over, what is it, 3,000 spins through the radio already in 2 months. Yeah, 2 months, over 3,000 spins. Been on several radio stations, all through the country networks, radio networks. So just yes, shout out to Eric, man. He's a hard worker. He's all about it. Like I'm telling you, like I've worked with a lot of artists throughout the years, and he's at the top of the food chain when it comes to being about it. And trust and believe. Now that this deal's in play, is we going, we coming. Like I said last week, PBR, here we come. He's one of the people that got that locked in. I got two professional bull riders that won't need to represent them, and he's the reason for that. So shout out to Eric Lee, man. You know, he's constantly making good music. He got good ideas. He's a veteran, so you know that's props already because I'm a veteran. So yeah, we doing it, man. We come in. So like I said, June 14th, Eric Lee presents 7 Miles. Now, next up the bat, promotion and marketing. I always got that. It's always innovating. Every week I got something different. That's because people come to me with different stuff every week. So when you come to me and you ask about prices and all that, just know to come with a budget. Simple and plain. That's it. Come with a budget. If you come with a budget, I can hook you up. I can lock you in. And what that means is that what I'll do is I'll take your budget and I'll take your focus. So if you're saying, all right, Skrills, I only want to do focus on my video, or I want to do a combination of promotion, but I really want to just focus on the video. Well, 75% of your money is going towards that video. The other 25% to go to the rest. But that's just an example of how I work. You tell me what your focus is, and I'll put together a package that's suitable for you. Nobody has the same package. The only time you'll ever have the same package is if you say, "Hey, Skrills, can I get the same package that so and so got?" Outside of that, you ain't gonna have the same package. Let me turn down some of this lighting. No, I don't like that. All right, yeah, that's too bright. So yeah, so with the promotion, it's normally 30 days unless it's something different that you want me to do. But I can do all the way up to 6 months if you really want me to. But I prefer anything from 30 to 90 days on the promotional tip. And that goes a long way. Like I said, I can do a lot with, anything over for 30 days. I would say anything from 3 to 5, 6, I can really, really work with. Don't come in the door trying to cut corners. If y'all watched the show last night with my boy, St. Lou Hits. Shout out to St. Lou Hits. He been in the industry a long time, and we both was on the same accord when it came to people trying to be cheap about they promotion. Like you get nowhere with cheap money. You just don't. And just realize it like this. If you go to a car dealership with a little bit of money, but you want a whole bunch, you're gonna leave that car dealership with nothing. So the more you bring to the table, the better. Period. If you got an idea, and you want to run with it, that's cool. Come to me, say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. But don't come with short change thinking that you're going to get all these caviar dreams because it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't one to worry about people's feelings. I want to shoot it to you how it is. And it ain't about me being mean or nothing. It's more about me, saving you the time. Like, I don't want to waste nobody's time, and I don't want nobody wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? So hold on one second. Let me see if Tabo then tapped in. See if he's available. Okay, so don't look like he's on the line yet. He might be busy. So back to what I was saying. Yeah, so with that promotion, I got a lot of stuff going on. I got video promotion, radio promotion as always. Got the video ad campaigns. Those mean a lot because what I do is I can market your video or your split video on some of these popular websites like World Star Hip Hop, Rolling Stones, Billboards, Hip Hop DX, and so much more. So that's one of the things that I can do. Also, I got magazine placements for days. I always got those. Got the Spotify and some Apple Music streaming campaigns. Got these sound campaigns that I'm kind of excited about because I'll set the song up, and you got like thousands of curators that'll be able to review your song, and they can also possibly place your song on one of their playlists. And that's been real successful for me and the You've Been Saying song, because honestly, when I first released the song, like with all the all the playlists combined, I think I had right around, I don't know, 40 something playlists, which is good. It's all right. But now, since I've, placed that song, it's been so many curators that liked it and they picked up the song. So it seems like every week I'm getting like another playlist. Well, the song's getting added to another playlist. So I think right now we up to like 85 different playlists, which is huge, So yeah, if y'all want to do the sound campaigns, we can get them going. Like I said, I get your song, they review your song, they'll add it. If they don't place your song on their playlist, they'll still review it. So either way, you get the exposure of people listening to your song that way. Because one of the things that artists struggle with is bringing out music and nobody hearing it. Well, there's ways around that. There's ways to prevent that from happening, but it's really up to you. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, with that being said, just get with me on that. Then I got the distribution, of course. I am an independent distributor for the Orchard through Sony. So the Orchard is a division of Sony Music. The Orchard distribution is the biggest distribution platform network in the world. It's good opportunities with that because not only do you get the global distribution, but you also get the promotion and the marketing campaign. So anytime you bring out an album, a single, an EP, you have that option with an upcharge, of course, but you got an option to do social media marketing, and that's big. Like y'all don't get it. The ones that don't understand how big social media marketing campaigns are, that that's your way of effectively cutting corners, is by getting something like that, because then you ain't got to go to somebody like me after you didn't release your song. You just tap that button and it'll lock you in. You paid the upfront charge, and you locked in, so your song is getting locked in. But you don't have that with all the other distributors, and that's why I try to tell y'all, like, I get it. You do what you can afford. But if you got the opportunity to go with any of the three major labels and distributors, go with them. If you got the opportunity to go with the Orchard, Universal In Grooves, or Warner Music, do it, man. Do it. It's not gonna fail you, because not only now let's back it up a little bit. I want to make this clear. It's not a recording contract when you sign with these distributors. But what it does do is it opens up the doors, because since I've been with the Orchard, and that was September 6, 2020, not only have I been contacted about stuff that I've brought out, but other people have been contacted through me or about me, because even though it's just distribution, it's you're still in the network. So they have marketing teams just as well as all the other divisions of Sony and the other ones, So just because you go through In Grooves distribution, don't think that the Universal people over there that are right down the hallway, or maybe in the next building aren't hearing your music, because your music could also be added to playlists while you're on that distribution network. It's because it's distribution. And then, some people try to finesse it, and use it different ways. That's cool too. That's all about marketing and promotion. I'll never knock that. But I'm never going to tell somebody that it's something that it ain't. But it will help. The one thing I can say is that last year, before I had the deal, and I was going through DistroKid, SoundCloud, Song Trader, they all got distribution networks too. None of them helped me open up doors. None of them did. But I tell you what, since I got the Orchard distribution deal, I've been on the phone with Orchard. I've been on the phone with Universal Music Group. I've been on the phone with Epic Records. And it's all because of that. You got nothing to do with nothing else. So, you can continue to spend that little money, but just remember, once you get on the network, you ain't paying to stay on the network. So you're not paying to release song after song after song like you will some of these others. You got to pay to bring out your own music, So does that even make sense? No. So, yeah, granted, it might be a little bit more, on the front end, but like I told somebody the other day, like once you pay it, you pay it. It's done. And then you got not only you can. It's all about marketing, man. It's all about marketing. And you might have the opportunity to network with other people on the network. Because it's a lot of people on the Orchard and In Grooves and Warner, Epic, and all that. It's a lot of people with them. A lot of people that you ain't even thought about. Well, I found out when I first, got the deal with Orchard that one of the top selling artists on Orchard a while back was T Pain, you know, and they G Herbo. So they got a lot of people, man. People. So don't get twisted. Don't get it confused. Um, they doing numbers, and of course, like I said, it's a division of Sony Music. So I think it's only three. And I told somebody the other day, Sony's Nike. That's what Sony is. If you want to compare it, that's what Sony is. Sony is Nike. So Nike got people up underneath them, but they still a part of Nike. And they all intertwine either way. But yeah, so just get your game up, educate yourself. Don't talk yourself out of good things. And then also, I've been working with a lot of companies that do iTunes, Amazon, Billboard campaigns. Now, what does that mean? That means that these people have the capabilities to get your song charted, top 100, top 200, top 25. So if you're interested, give me a holler. I ain't gonna go into detail about it, but it's probably the best marketing tool you can use, especially if you got a hot song. If your song is really banging, if it's gassed up, if it's, what I'm saying, on fire, you need to go that route. Don't waste your time doing all the other stuff. Don't waste your time paying for all the other stuff. If your song is really gassed up, if it's on 10, like you say it is or think it is, then go that route. Invest your money in something that's going to make you win. Otherwise, you're wasting your time out here. You most definitely will be wasting your time trying to buy this and buy that and so forth. So, yeah. But yeah, man, won't y'all tap in? I want to see some people get on here, tap in. Let me see what we got. We ain't got no chats yet. I'm gonna just put this in here. Tap in, y'all. And if you don't know, I'm playing the Street Music and Meditation album right now. Shout out to all the artists on there. It's too many to name. 15 tracks, like 18 artists, 10 producers. You know what I'm saying? That's what you call a masterpiece. If you want to call anything a masterpiece, that's one of the best independent albums I've ever been a part of. Period. Period. Best producers I've never worked with. some of the most talented independent artists from all across the world. Like I said, I got people on there up north, down south, out east, on the west coast, Africa times two. We got it in, and it took a lot of time to really figure out the game plan on that. That idea started off with just being like 3 songs, 3 or 4 songs, and it ended up being 15. And I want to give a shout out to all of them. Like I said, if I could name them all, I would. Let me see. Matter of fact, I ain't got their names. Hold on, nah, I'm away. Shout out to everybody. Y'all know who y'all are. And get with me because, it's all about promoting these tracks to win. Then what else I got on here? So I just met a new artist. He's up and coming. His name is Solis. He is from Chicago and he's burning right now. He's on fire. So shout out to Solis. He's doing his thing. He's looking for hot new artists to work with. He's on Facebook. He's on Instagram. Look him up. Solis. Solace. Solis the artist. Check him out. And my boy Man Williams. If you ain't heard about Man, you will hear about Man. Right now, he got the makeup track. That thing been on fire for a while. It's doing radio. He got the video campaigns popping. He done been on the top charts of Q32, I think it is, radio station. He got it popping out in Canada on Outlaws channel. He's just doing big business, man. So shout out to Man. And one thing I'll say about Man, I'm just gonna make this show since Tavo ain't tapped in yet. I'm gonna make this show all about props. Let me give you a little info on Man. Ever since I met Man, he been about his business. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been one of them artists that try to talk you out of your own dream. He been one of them, like I tell him something, he be like, all right, I get back with you. He get back with me in a couple of days. That's it. That's how I roll. That's how he roll. And I like that. I don't like people that talk good game and then you don't hear from him for another 2 months. So he ain't that dude. He is that dude. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense, he is that dude. And he's wanting to do whatever it takes to make things happen. But you got to realize dreams don't happen overnight, but you got to have consistency for anything to work, not just music, anything. You start a business, you ain't gonna just blow overnight. You know what I'm saying? You start a relationship, it ain't gonna be on the best terms overnight. Things happen. You gotta struggle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Things ain't gonna always happen the way you want them to happen. And that's in life, that's life in general, man. So, this dude right here though, ever since I've known him, he's been about his business. And it ain't always about money. It ain't always about money. It's just the fact of your drive. It's about consistency. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you don't have to spend money to make things happen. Sometimes you just make things happen. And that's what we losing out here. Everybody think that it gotta come with something. You know what I'm saying? But you buying everybody else's dream but your own. So just think about that. Before you go out here and you spend X amount of dollars on whatever you want to call it. I ain't going to shoes, clothes, cars, whatever. Those are everybody else's dreams. Every last thing that you spend on is what somebody's dream. If you go out and you buy a cheeseburger from McDonald's, that's McDonald's dream. If you go out and you buy some kicks from Jordan, you already know whose dream that was. So before you do that, invest in your own. And then when you invest in your own, other people will invest in you because that's how it works. But you can't expect other people to invest in you if you can't invest in yourself. And you can't expect other people to give you a handout if you ain't put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Remember that. Like, just this country ain't got time for handouts, period. Even though it is what it is, we ain't got time for them. We still got to grit. Ain't nothing in life free. So yeah, man. So shout out to man. He's doing his thing. He's doing his thug thizzle. Who else we got on the list? Who else can I think of? Josh Cox. Shout out to JC. Dayton, Ohio. Euphoria Productions. Remember the name. Josh Cox doing his thing. Not only is he a producer, rapper, singer, videographer, small business owner, entrepreneur. The man's doing it all. I was having problems with bag money getting mastered and mixed the right way. So after it was done, I needed some help. And just on a whim, I ran into Josh. And Josh was like, send it to me. I have it done within 48 hours. I was like, yeah, right. Dude had it done in like 3 hours. And it was icy. And ever since then, that was history right there. We've been working together, grinding it out. He did the whole entire street music and meditation. He did not this time by Ashley, and he's working right now on all the projects that we coming out with. And we got a partnership. We doing things. We grinding. We work together. He support me. I support him. I support his company. He support mine. You know, he was on Better Days. That's him, Josh Cock and Tree High Codeine. They on Better Days, the single. We getting ready to do the video for that. So stay tuned. But yeah, Josh Cox, Euphoria Productions. They doing big things. And his group, Wayside. Wayside's a monster. That's his own, that's a whole nother conversation. They got so many different talents. They so unique, diverse sound, the whole nine, man. Like if I was still in the record business, like as a label head, I would have loved to have somebody like Wayside under me. Cause I mean, you just do so much with it. It's a very versatile group. But yeah, shout out to Josh Cox, man. He most definitely is doing this thing, and he will. They got a lot of stuff coming out, in the future in 2021, 2022. Let's see what else we got on here. All right. So I can't forget about my peoples. Number one, XR Beats. XR Beats. Shout out to Heidi Bedelia because I asked her about a couple of MCs in Cali. I needed a track. I needed some beats and I needed some production. And, she was like, holla at my cousin, XR Beats. Check his links, check him out. I go on his website and I'm like, okay, he nice. Didn't even know he could rap. Didn't even know he could rap. And so I got the track from Tone Jones for Make You Mine. I had the concept. And I was like, man, I need the right voice for this. I need the right flow. This can't be no trash. This can't be just any and everybody. The concept is unique. And what happened? She said, hit up XR. He got you. I said, you sure? Yeah. So I hit up Exert. Was like, hey man, check this out. If you got it, you got it. If you don't want to mess with it, I'm with it. I get it. I understand. Dude had the verse done the same night, and he blew my verse out. I mean, I'm like, I get it. I am. I've been out for a while. I'm a little rusty, but the boy blew my verse out the water. And ever since then, everything that I put in front of him, he's blown out the water. Venom and vaccines blown out the water. Now he got positive vibes on the way. Blow it out the water. The dude is exceptionally talented. If you haven't heard of him, check him out. EXURT Beats with a Z. Check him out. He is doing this thing. He's very talented. Rapper, singer, beat maker, the whole nine engineer. He's nice. And then we got I Look. EYELUK. The boy nice. Super nice. Not only is he vocally vocally talented, but artwork, beats, the whole nine. When I did the fastest flow contest, him, King Wicked, and Exert, they killed it. And I'm excited for it to come out because, man, it's one of the, when it comes to fast flows, yeah, I don't see too many rap tracks out that's gonna beat this one, especially with the beat. The beat by Codeine Tree High, man, he did a hell of a job on that beat. So yeah, man, check him out. But look, man, he's hot out of Nashville. Check him out. EYELUK. Shout out to your boy, King Wicked. New Mexico stand up. This dude is, man, I'm telling you, when it come to heat seekers, they blowing flames. Here's another one. He sent it to me, and I had to make some adjustments to the beat. He sent it back. It was even colder. It was cold the first time, but then when he sent it back the second time, I'm amazed. I'm like, man, this is, I can't hang with this. Like, y'all too fast. Y'all rapping too fast, and you can understand every last word. Every last word. That's how I like fast flow songs. So yeah, King Wicked, man, he doing this thing. So yeah, man, check those three out. And then, like I said, Venom and Vaccines is coming real soon. It'll be out in July. We're gonna bring it out for the summer because it's hot. So it got to come out in the summer, right? But yeah, who else we got on here? Who else we got? So shout out to my boy. Just started a new friendship partnership on the way with the first professional bull rider that I've ever met. Uh, his name is Jason Bowen, and he is coming. Jason Bowen, remember the name, professional bull rider (PBR). He's on the circuit, and soon he will be managed by you know who. So check him out. But yeah, he came to me, and we're gonna try to do some work and get some things done. uh, and I'm excited because and I appreciate the opportunity because this is something totally out of my realm. But I'm a go getter, so I'm up for the challenge. So shout out to Jason Bone. Hopefully he's listening since he's sending me DMs. Uh, who else we got on here? I can give a shout out to. All right, let's see. We got some people on here. Can't forget about my big bro, uh, Mike Boss, Rich Nation Entertainment, CEO, Sony, Universal, Warner, Connected. Got all three. First independent label that I ever known to have all three. Uh, doing big things, been doing big things, showed me love, gave me the opportunity when nobody else didn't want to give it. Um, got the top charted gospel singer in the nation right now with Nia Allen. Um, got Lucy Liu. He got Melly Mel. He got KB Leaning. I mean, and the list goes on and on. And he got them. I mean, they coming from every angle. Like he got artists everywhere. But yeah, he gave me the opportunity in the beginning, and he showed me love. He's solid, man. A lot of people was on that BS. A lot of people was, telling all those tall tales, but he wasn't one of them. He was one of them cats that was like, "I got you. We're gonna make this happen," and he did. Straight up, he did. So 100 to Mike Boss, Rich Nation Entertainment. Yeah. So now we got Joshie's World. Joshie is an exceptional young lady, neo soul gospel singer that has a lot in store for this year. going into next year. I had the opportunity to be in the studio with her last night studio, and we did a track. And I'm telling you right now, y'all better keep your ears to it because when it come out, it's gonna be on fire. Joshie is she got a very distinct style. She knows how to play. She's taught herself how to play the guitar, both acoustic and electric, um, to the point where she was like, "Hey, can I bring my guitar?" And I was like, "Nah, you don't need to bring your guitar, this time. But next time, she cold with, she dope with it. So check her out." But yeah, she got some stuff in store. She's coming with a hot single. I will not disclose the name of it at this time, but it's coming. Okay. Then we got one of family, my favorite two family members. Shout out to the Browns, Melina, Kenny Brown. They've been doing this stuff for a long time. I did an interview with them a while back on the show. Uh, Met them both, two different instances. Me and Kenny went to high school with each other. When I had the label, I met Melina as a rap artist. But they both married now, been married for a while, and they doing their thing. They got a single out right now called Cold Outside. If you haven't seen the video or heard the song, check it out. It's The Browns, Brownz with a Z. But Cold Outside is popping, man. It got a message in there that a lot of people need to hear. A lot of people need to hear it. They need to see it. It's all visual, of course, in the video, but they got a lot to talk about, and they're very talented. A talented, I call it a married duo, or because not only so now they kind of like jazz down their music a little bit, but before they used to go real hard, but now they got away from the secular music and they more on the gospel tip, but they still go hard lyrically. They still go hard. So, it ain't too many artists out here that when they change their genre, they can still go hard. Well, these two can go hard, both of them, to the point where when I had them sit down live in the interview, the music cut off while they was performing, and Melina hit the notes and was still spitting bars like it was going out of style. And I'm like, how in the heck did you do that without the music, and stayed on beat until the music came back on? So yeah, they nice, man. Very talented OGs in the game, been doing it for a very long time. So shout out to the Browns, man. Shout out to the Browns. What else we got on here? Can't forget about my boy J Don Omega. Can't forget about J Don out in Vegas doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, man. He been doing it for a minute. And he's one that reached out to me like in the very beginning when I was trying to do things, and like he done brought so many different songs to the table. He got a lot of people around him. His circle's huge. You know, real talented cat out of Vegas, man. Check him out, J Don Omega. He's nice, bro. I'm telling you, he's nice. But he's a hard worker and he's always grinding. He's doing stuff all the time. He don't stop. He don't take breaks, and that's how I gotta be. All right, let's see. Who else? I can't forget about Karine. So Karine Hannah, Cash Money Records Republic, um, rock alternative pop, beautiful voice, and she got a new single out right now. That's popping. So check her out, Karine Hannah, Karine Hannah, Hannah. Beautiful voice, beautiful soul. She was on the show earlier this year. She was actually one of my first artists, like known artists on the show, because she had a major record deal through Cash Money, And yeah, she's good people, man, and she's very humble and down to earth. We had a good time on the show, so check her out. Let's see. Can't forget about my girl Lou, Miss Promo Ent. So if you see anything that come out that's visual, that's moving with music in the background, that has anything associated with Scrilltown MO, she got something to do with it. Lou got something to do with it. She's doing all the flyers, all the graphics. She's part of the team. Uh, Little do you know, I have like 6 graphic designers that I work with, but Lou has been there from day one. And it was just a conversation. It was like I seen her work, we rapped, we chopped it up, and from since then, I mean, yeah, we've been doing a lot of business, and she then brought out a lot of material. So a lot of stuff that you've seen that involves promotion has her name written on it, and to the point, our relationship's so solid that she even featured on the single "Never Love" with me and J Kidd. Like her voice is in the back talking about the reason why she left and blah blah blah. That's her on there in the intro of the song. I got mad love. She's out in Albany, New York, doing her thing. She worked with a lot of artists too. She worked with a lot of people. So shout out to Lou, Miss Promo Ent. Next, can't forget about my girl, Miss On Point. MZ On Point. She worked with everybody. She worked with Think It's a Game. She worked with all the big labels down south in Florida and through Georgia and on up. She do blogs. She do a lot of stuff, man. I mean, interviews. She hooks up a lot of the concerts. They go through her. She do they artwork and flyers. She does music reviews, the whole nine. She is huge out there down south when it comes to promotion down south, especially with bigger ranking. You got to check out Miss On Point. If you don't know about Miss On Point, you sleeping because she do big things. But we've been doing our thing for a while. She didn't show nothing but mad love from day one. She's very humble, very down to earth. So shout out to Mrs. On Point because you got to be on point. Now let's go into second phase. How much time we got? All right, we down to 12 minutes. Got to give a shout out to my girl Summer Love. Got to. One of the hardest female, or I'll just say rap artists in KC. Hands down. She's cold and she's coming. And if you haven't heard Cash Route, check it out. Summer Love, Cash Route. She got her albums called I'm That Bleep. So check her out. Check her out. But Summer's coming, man. She's from KC. Can't just label her as a female artist. She's an artist, a rap artist. That's what she is. Hip hop artist. But she is most definitely coming, and she's coming to win. I had her on the show, and she had me in awe. Like, I mean, her confidence is just there. Had me in awe, and it was on point because it was to the point where I was like, you know what? Everything she's saying is legit. I listen to her music. I seen her videos. I see what she about. So shout out to Summer Love. And while we on that tip, can't forget about my girl Holly. Holly on Demand. Brooklyn, New York. Got bars for days. Doing big things. Really big things. I mean, she was doing big things before I met her. She's really doing them now. Got a video on the way. And then she also got a single, which Scrilltown MO presents. Holly on Demand. And when you hear it, you're going to love it. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to love it. It got a catchy flow. The beat's nice. It's real ear popping. You gonna like it. But Holly's doing her thing down in Brooklyn. Up in Brooklyn, she's doing her thing, and she coming. I like her style, like her swag, her confidence. She coming. All right. Let's see who else we got on here. So, all right. Oh yeah, can't forget about my boy Mike Polk, A Polk Productions. Casey, stand up. That's family. Mike is family. He's very creative, talented videographer out of KC. Um, Formerly was with the Flavor Unit with Queen Latifah, doing big things with videos and videography and film production in KC. He's doing a lot. He's most definitely doing a lot. Um, so yeah, got to give a shout out to him. We got some work to do, bro. We got some work to do. We about to we about to open this pot of gumbo up on them, and they ain't gonna know what hit them. Trust me, we got a lot of things happening. So yeah, check out Mike Polk though. He's on Facebook, he's on Instagram. Mike A Polk, Michael A Polk, Polk Productions. He does a lot, man. He's doing big business. And while we on that note, my boy Mo Green, T Green, Terrence Green. If you have never heard of Mac Sauce, this little girl, I think she's like maybe 10. One of the tightest little rappers in the Midwest right now. And she got a couple of different songs that she done dropped. But my boy Mo Green, Terrence Green, T Green, it's like my brother. He is her videographer, and they've done a lot of good business. They've done a lot of good videos. Her videos are very trendy. They are like people have seen her, they've heard her, they know her. So check her out, Max Sauce, and check out Mo Green, Omaha, Nebraska. Stand up. I mean, that man is a genius when it comes to the videos. He's a genius. He's doing his thing. Shout out to High Voltage Productions. There's another Kansas City videographer company. Shout out to Ben Carruthers and Dickie Loke. They doing big things. They've been doing big things for a while. Dickie, we got a history. Dickie was one of my first engineers back in the day when I had the label. When I was bringing out that before it was trap music. When I was bringing that out back in the early 2000s, Dickie was my right hand engineer. We did a lot of stuff together, and he is the first person that educated me on the green screen because I didn't know what the heck that was. But so shout out to Ben Carruthers and Dickie Loke, High Voltage. Check them out. They got a lot of stuff in store. A lot of stuff in store. All right. So where we at now? All right, we're on the last of the Mohicans coming down to the countdown. And I cannot forget about my team, my bro. This dude, since I met him, he has been nothing but 100 with me. He is like, he was a God sent. He was somebody that was sent to me through God that wanted us to work together. And you know who you are. Leroy Holden Jr., man. Dog Face Records. Dog Face Music. Daco. Nitro. Trey Alex. The Lawan Project. Black Don. Jerica. And all the ones that I forgot. We coming this year and next year. Do not forget about us. And I can't forget about Diana Carter. She on the team too. Got a lot coming. We got publicists. We got international artists. We got a female trio group. We got one of the hottest East Coast MCs. We got the old school funk band. We got a vintage metal band. But Leroy Holden came to me when didn't nobody want to work with me. He was the one that came to me and was like, let's sit down and talk about this. And with my experience, I was like, it's all talk. He ain't gonna do none of this. Well, guess what? He did. He did everything he said he was gonna do and more. So I want to give a shout out to the CEO of Dogface Music, Leroy Holden Jr. Because if it wasn't for him, a lot of other people wouldn't have never came around. Because you know how it always is. It's like people start coming around when one person then showed the light. And he gave me the opportunity to work with his label, not just his artist, his label. And he believed in me. He believed in me and what I do. And it was weird because I was like, I don't even know where this is coming from. And the funny thing was that there was a lot of stuff going on at that time where it was causing me not to trust people. So it was kind of hard for me at first to even open up. But then when I opened up, he showed me he was real, and I appreciate that. So yeah, Dogface Music. If you haven't heard about him, go on the website Dogface Music. Check it out. It's on all social media platforms. Doing big numbers. Got one of the hottest indie songs in the nation with Chocolate Baby. That song got about 6 or 7 different versions, and it's really up to you to pick which one you like because I like them all. But and then we got, like I said, a lot of new music coming out. I mean, he just got an ear for music, and I think that's what we got in common. So shout out to Leroy, man, big bro. He's doing things. I believe in his dream. I've always been one to believe in people that are real, so when it comes to real good music and real good people, they kind of go hand in hand. But yeah, so we're gonna have to postpone. I mean, not postpone, but we'll have to reschedule the show with Tavo. I'm still excited about getting them on here because we got a story to tell. But yeah, I thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Uh, I'm glad that I got close enough to the hour point. And I just want y'all to continue to tune in next week. We have on Monday night, we have an actor. He's a filmmaker and producer. He's been on some of the soap operas, Guide in Light, and a couple others. He's brought out his new movie that we will talk about. His name is George Vincent. Look him up. You might recognize his face. He's been on a couple of different movies on Netflix and Amazon Prime and stuff like that. But he's a real good dude, and we're gonna sit down and interview him. But in the meantime, man, like I said, check me out on all social media platforms. Scrilltown MO Biz, Scrilltown MO Business, Scrilltown MO, Scrilltown MO Clothing, um, Fetty Skrills. We support those who support us, Moneytown USA. And yeah, just check us out. And any of the music that we make, it's good music. And we're going to keep making good music. And we just continue to thank y'all for tuning in and giving us support. So until next time, I'm out. Squirrel Town.